all for chiming in and for watching. So glad to have you here with us. And speaking of legacy, there's nobody else who can really talk. Well, there are other people, but who can really talk so much about the impact that Marion Barry had on their effort. And that is the DC Black Repertory Theater, Lyn Dyson, Tony Monago. I mean, you all were there. You came through a Barry administration, and that's when Black art in DC was really booming, and you all played a large part in that. Thank you for joining us, and how are you?
Fine. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us. We were here last year when we were celebrating Robert Hooks Day and the 49th anniversary of the DC Black Repertory Company, and we honored your father, Dr. Rolark, and Charles Algins, Michael Hodge, Sweet Honey in the Rock, and Bobby and Woody King had a talk on systemic racism in American theater. But we're not here to talk about that because that happened October the 18th. But we are.
I'm going to say this, Lyn, before you go on, because that video from that program is still available, right? People can see it.
Yes. Yes,
on
yes. That's one of the things we're going to be talking about today.
Right. Yeah, I just want to say that this was a program you all planned to last for no longer than an hour and a half or 2 hours. It was a long program, but I was glued to it. I couldn't move.
It wound up being a 3-hour program. You know. How can we talk about Sweet Honey and Dr. Rolark in a short period of time? But anyway, during this time that's gone by, we're still getting the awards out to folks. So we said we want to present this award personally to Denise, and that's the main reason we're here today, to present this award to you on behalf of your father. But at the same time, we want to talk about the links. We created video links talking about links being available on each one of the honorees. And we have young people in our workshops, East of the River workshops, that will be working in digital marketing. They're going to take these links and get sponsors to actually put out there and continue the legacy. So that's one of the things that we wanted to talk to you today about. Our young people, we have workshops. It's called East of the River Workshops by the DC Commission. So it's East of the River Young People. Yes. They can go to our website, www.mmtidc.org, and get signed up for the workshops. But Ms. Tony Monago was the producer for Dr. Rolark's segment. And I'm going to get out the way, and because this is National Women's Month, and I'm going to let her get in here and talk about, the producing of what she did for that.
Well, hi, Denise. Good to be here. Thank you.
Sure, Tony.
I learned so much by doing the producing of your father. There were a lot of key segments that I did not know that was so enlightening, and the different sayings that he had, they were just phenomenal. Even on Monday night on the show Equalizer, Queen Latifah quoted one of his sayings, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't believe it. It's a national thing, meaning if it is for us to make the change, it's up to us. And she said, my father taught me that. I said, oh, that's amazing. I need to let Denise know this. But what I want to do now is actually show you.
Read it first.
Let me read it first, but show you the plaque. The DC Black Repertory Company Alumni Association and Multimedia Training Institute honoring Dr. Calvin Rolark for excellence in social activism, in journalism, community development, and philanthropy. October 18th, 2020. It is signed by the founder of the DC Black Repertory Company, Robert Hooks, and Akanke McLean Noor, the vice president of the Alumni Association. So hopefully,
most people can see this.
Yeah, I can. Thank you so very much.
The great thing is that we're here. But anyway, so let's give us a hand for that. Yay.
Got a little distracted. Thank you. Okay.
That's all right. That's all right. Because, we have special delivery here. So I just want to know, thank you, and I got it.
My goodness, how did you get it that fast?
Hey, this is Washington Informer. We make things happen, right?
Informed. You keep us so informed. Yes.
Thank you so much, so much. And I'm
Okay.
gonna.
So,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Denise, can I ask you a question? I know
Sure.
your dad has done so much for the district, the home rule and helping out with the youth. He was so involved with the youth program here and the sound off show. Could what was so important, or what some very memorable things that you have of your dad that you might want to share with me and the others?
Well, we're trading places here, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be interviewed now. But there was a
Very
lot. You
briefly.
talk about his sayings. Of course, if it is to be, it's up to me, and no one can save us, for us, but us. Those things ring really loud in my mind all the time, particularly as we face challenges. This newspaper.
Yes.
When my dad started this newspaper, he used to call it a WEAKLY because we were a weekly, but he spelled it like weekly because we were struggling. But I have come to realize that, through the support that he received that has transferred to us and to the publication, it's like Cora said about Marion, about her husband. Legacies live on.
Yes.
And when people kind of give you a gift, a gift of knowledge, a gift of a business, a gift of a home, you got to take care of that gift. And that's what my father used to say. I'm not going to be able to leave you much, Denny, but I'm going to leave this for you.
All
And
right.
it's I've got to take care of it. And now
Yes.
the next generation is doing the same. So in a nutshell, that's it. But
Okay.
You've done an excellent job in
Yes.
doing that. He'd be so
thank
proud of
you,
you, Denise.
thank you.
I know our time is short, but I just want to say very quickly, our young people will be taking these links and we'll be putting them out there and marking them. And we would love to work with the charities of the Washington Forum to work with us to continue these legacies and get sponsorships and get them out there on a continuous basis, for the rest of the year. So we will talk to you about that later.
I look forward to it. I know that, there's some work that needs to be done, and I think there are going to be a lot of eyes and opportunities for organizations like yours and ours to make sure that as these young people come out of their homes now and go
Yes.
back to school, we know they've lost a lot in this past year. And so
Yes.
any organization that's doing anything to help them to regain that will get support. So I look forward to working with you on that.
And don't forget, our 50th is coming up
All right.
in October, the 50th
Yes.
anniversary. Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you keep Robert Hooke's legacy alive. A lot of people may not remember him, but he is from DC and he's
Yeah.
a great actor. And I'm glad that he's continuing to support the program as well. And so many others. You have a great alumni association.
Thank you very much. One more thing I'd like to say to you, to honor you for being a very successful Black businesswoman for Women's Month.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing the National Washington Informer into the 21st century with so much excellence and style.
Thank you. You've given us a new title. We're going to be national now. I appreciate it, Tony. Thank you so much, both of you all, for being here.